You know, I hate to tell you I told you so, but I told you so. Do you see these pictures? They're goddamn pathetic. That looks like it's more than half the arena empty. Nobody in these seats. Tarped off arena at Aew Dynamite. This is the company that is going to change the world. That's what you smart said. That's what Cody Rhodes and his idiot friends said. Let me give you smarts the rundown of what's going to happen next. Little by little, AEW will become more irrelevant and more irrelevant as the weeks go by, as the months go by, as the seconds go by. This has already been happening ever since AEW debuted on TNT. What happened in the first week? People checked it out. They had a big night, I'll give them that. But what happened in the second week? What happened? All the interest just went away. As the third week went by and the fourth week, the fifth week I think, and I think this is the sixth week, they have lost, from what I heard, about 42% of their audience since the first week. How much lower can this get? You call this a war? This ain't a war. You know what this is. This is a goddamn disgrace. And yet you idiots go around talking about how WWE also has empty arenas. Well, what does WWE also have? That's right. Indie guys, vanilla midgets, smart darlings. These guys who have tremendous work rate. AEW is filled with the same type of guys that WWE is filled with. But even shittier guys. Now, you're all pretending as if this is going to go anywhere. It's not. AEW probably already reached its peak. It's still going to get sadder and sadder and sadder. At this point, I think it's pretty safe to say that AEW has already failed. And I know that's not what you smarts want to hear, but it's the truth. Just look at these pictures. And this was a go-home show for a pay-per-view. You blame me on the holidays, you blame me on the World Series, sports. You blame me on everything, on anything, absolutely everything, except for what's staring you right in the face. And that's ultimately what's going to lead to AEW's downfall. Now, you smarts go around talking about Tony Khan's dad or whatever. Well, this guy ain't like Vince McMahon, who grew up in the wrestling business, has the wrestling business in his blood. What we're seeing here is basically another version of Dixie Carter. Dixie Carter, who got her parents' money to fund TNA. Look where TNA is now. That's pretty much what will happen with AEW, but at a much smaller state. AEW will most likely not become anything great. If the AEW wrestlers want advice, I'll give them the advice that they should all stop taking shots at WWE ASAP immediately. Because AEW is not going to go anywhere but down. Alright? This is happening now. Can you imagine in 2 years where AEW is going to be? It's not going to grow. Every week the ratings go down. They only went slightly up this week by a little bit. But that's my advice. And I guess that's all AEW will ever be. A failure. The confirmation for all wrestling fans that wrestling is dead and they probably will never resurge ever again. Sad, isn't it? It's sad.